Okay. Oh, I told you that I was going to use June to reset, and we'd be at the house shop. See, I got teenage boys back here eating tacos, and I got a little girl up here doing little. So we'll show you what we're working with here. There's the old Jeep parked in the middle of the backyard. There's the family sleeper. Odyssey's parked over here. This is what the aftermath of going from 900 square feet to 3,000 square feet to 4,000 square feet, and then having the rug yanked out from underneath you and trying to save it all. So there's my Prelude. There's my little hole for doing CV shafts. Nova's up next. Kind of got some more stuff to do over here, huh, guys? Yeah. Okay. Cool. So after the boys are done eating, we're going to move these two compressors. We're going to put those in their semi-permanent location. There's a welding table, and here's one that we have yet to talk about. But check this out. Woo, we got the RV slot cleaned out. Yeah, the neighbor's cherry tree, we butchered it. And we butchered the other neighbor's briar bushes. And we were able to get back to the compressor in the doghouse. So before I bought the Ingersoll Rand up front, we were having troubles with this a couple years ago, but I had replaced the head and the motor and the magnetic switch, and so we're going to hook all this stuff back up and see if we can make this one work. And then we'll put the doghouse back over it, and we'll bring the two compressors back around, and we'll store them back over here until we figure out whether we're going to go to a big shop or what we're going to do. But this is one of the conversations we have yet to have. Oh boy. The heck is this? Yeah, that's pretty small. So this is what's left of Black Bart. Black Bart's a 1955 F100 that my dad drove right after high school and parked the year my mom got pregnant with me. And much like many dad's projects, she's still kind of hanging out, and she's seen better days. So we've got all the parts for it. There's the old Lincoln big block for it, and there's a fresh C6 down there for it. And we also have around here, around the back corner of the house, behind all this stuff that we're trying to get to, we bought a Mercury Grand Marquis, hiding back there in the weeds. We're trying to get to. So between the Grand Marquis and the frame, and the front clip is right up there on the other side of the Prelude, and the frame, and all the body panels, and the chop and channel. Yeah. So we've got some options on this one. We could go, so I've got a 9-inch for it already. It's out at Uncle's house. So it's got a 9-inch we could scab underneath here. We could do links, we could do bags, we could just leave it leaf sprung. The front is still I-beam. So that's kind of where the Grand Marquis came in. We kind of thought about scabbing the body onto that frame, and then maybe instead of doing the big block, maybe doing this here. This here small block, because I have a fresh AOD for it. Which would mean small block in the Grand Marquis frame with an AOD, fuel injection, and leave the 8.8 underneath it and just do away with this whole frame. Problem is it's an 03 and down, so it doesn't have the unboltable front section that we really wanted. So, are you ready for big block? Do we, I don't know. Do we lop the front off and put the Marquis stuff on there? Do we maybe just do a link kit on the front with coilovers and leave the super cool I-beam setup in there, and then do adjustable coilovers for ride height. We could do bags on the links and maybe a panhard bar, and leave the big block in it with the C6, hook the 9-inch up to the leaves, and put a ladder bar on it, scab the body back on a rat rod it. Be kind of cool. The big block's got an old Fireball cam in it, and it still has the 70s Torker intake. But that's all you could do to that when Dad put this thing together originally in the 70s. Now we got aluminum heads and cams and fuel injection and all kinds of cool stuff, maybe boosties. This cab has a 7-inch chop and channel. So the back window is only about 5.5 inches tall, and there's not really much of a windshield. And as you can see, the doors were already done because this thing was put together at one point. Yeah. I don't know. Dad and I are going to have a talk here in a couple of days with the pickup, see what we're going to do with it, what we want to do with all the parts. I've got the Nova that we've decided we're going to at least drive, so I'm going to yard the transmission out of that and put it together and at least drive it. The Firebird, we all kind of talked about it amongst ourselves and the community and everything else. That one's going to stay with the family, and that's actually probably going to be the kids' restoration car. Black Bart doesn't really have a place in my heart. Maybe it does in Dad's still. And then we also have Great Grandpa's square body that needs to be taken care of at some point. So as you guys can see, we got plenty of stuff to do, and that's just our stuff. And then we'll be getting back onto client stuff here shortly. That's the goal with moving all the compressors and whatnot. Hi, Buick. But yeah, so we're kind of chipping away at things, and that's where we kind of are. That's the Black Bart project and the Nova and the aftermath of moving shop and trying to get reset. I keep getting asked, where the hell's all this shit come from? This is what happens when you got to close your small business and pick up popsicle sticks. So whatever. Is what it is. We're still alive. I'm still thankful to have a place to actually do this stuff. So, thank you guys much. If you got any opinions on Dad's old Ford, let me know. Yeah, I'm not sure what we want to do with it, but we've got quite a bit of pieces and parts for it, and Dad's still kind of attached to it. So other than that, hopefully by the end of June I'll have all this mess kind of sorted out. Doesn't look like it, but I'm on the last little corners of stuff, and then we'll be able to get stuff out of here and get things reset. So other than that, I got a wheeler back, I got my Subi back, and we're going to get the Honda back on the road here shortly, and we should be doing all kinds of community events. So appreciate you guys. I'll stop rambling, and we'll talk at you soon. You guys take care.